Do you love movies? So do I. What's up, y'all? It's KB, and I love movies, inviting you to listen to The Conversation, a film podcast where passion meets perspective and opinion. From the old school to the new, I invite a guest on to discuss the movies that thrill us, challenge us, break our hearts, or even blow our minds. There's always new episodes dropping wherever you get your podcasts. So join the conversation. We don't just watch movies. We love talking about them too. The Conversation with KB Loves Movies, a part of Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network.
Hello, this is Chris Haskell from They Live by Film. For those that don't know us, Adam, Zach, and I, we built a podcast over the last 2 years that's a combination of film discussion from 3 very different perspectives, as well as industry interviews with the leaders in boutique Blu-ray and 4K community. We started with Deaf Crocodile, but over time we've been lucky enough to speak with Arrow Video, Severin, Mondo Macabro, Vinegar Syndrome, Radiance, Indicator, most of the OCN partner labels. It's been a blast. You can find us wherever you podcast, and also actually recently as part of Someone's Favorite Production podcast network. We hope to see you online.
Hello there, I'm Chris Stashew.
I'm Mike White.
And this is Father Malone.
And we're the hosts of Dreams for Sale, a once-a-month look at a show that keeps on giving in the spirit of Christmas, Twilight Zone 1985. We're going to be talking about The Mind of Simon Foster and The Wall.
The year is 1999. Within the box, evidence that some things do not change with the passage of time. Its contents, the collected debris of a shattered life, now valuable only for the dimes and nickels they can solicit from a third party. A familiar process, and a familiar long walk that is about to lead into the unfamiliar terrain of the Twilight Zone.
So The Mind of Simon Foster is written by Douglas Jackson, or directed by Douglas Jackson, and once again written by our good friend, J. Michael Straczynski, ladies
Was
and
it
gentlemen.
J. Michael Straczynski?
Father Malone's so excited.
On J. Michael Straczynski's Twilight Zone?
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
Boy, put your name on it just like Jordan Peele did. We saw how well that turned out for
You know what? J. Michael Straczynski has more of a right to, because he wrote the bulk of the season.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that is fair. And this episode focuses on the titular Simon Foster, a man who sells his memories to the highest bidder buyer.
No.
Somebody's buying something. Dreams
pawn
are for
shop
sale.
owner.
Memories for sale, not dreams this time. Folks.
Yes.
And hilarity ensues when he turns out that memories are priceless, ladies and gentlemen, and there is no price that you can put on them. And he had to sell his memories to find that out. You know
Yes,
what?
he did.
The biggest problem that I have with this episode is there's a moment where he's like applying for a job. And
Yes, okay. This is the problem with the episode. You're right.
Okay, the entire problem with the episode is removing a singular. So, okay.
My first birthday, yes.
Yes.
How I can operate a forklift? No, if you're
Right.
a forklift operator.
The logic of the episode is if you forget your high school graduation, you essentially never went to high school.
You are screwed.
That is, and that is the entire conceit of the episode, because that's the logic the episode plays by, and it is moronic.
I liked the concept of the episode.
Yeah. It was
I
very
even-
sunshine of the spotless mind.
Right.
Yeah, or even like not end of days. What was the Ray Fiennes?
Arnold did fight the devil in this. You're right.
No. That was End of Days, but no, there was Strange Days with Ray Fiennes.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and Tina Turner.
Right. No, that wasn't Tina Turner in that. That was Angela Bassett.
Yes, I know. I'm
Who
joking.
played Tina Turner in the movie.
Yes, yes.
I gotcha.
I'm referencing, sir. So, like that had the same sort of concept where people are, buying and selling memories and stuff. And I like the idea that they're actually taking his memory sort of out of his head and it's just so clumsily executed. Ultimately, I think J. Michael Straczynski as a writer seems to be a guy with really good big ideas, but then doesn't know how to whittle them down into a 22-minute teleplay.
Or even how to get out of the way of the most obvious plot hole that's so obvious everybody watching it is thinking
we all came to the same conclusion at the same moment.
Yeah.
Like there were stakes to be mined out of him selling his memories, but that was the clumsiest way to portray it.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of where I came down as well. It was, I like the idea of the episode, but the direction they went is strange. Just because you lose one singular memory doesn't negate all memories forever. That's just that's not what they're talking about here. That's not even what the pawn shop owner is talking about. He's talking about singular moments, like, you know, a fine wine drinker doesn't want to drink a kangaroo tail. He wants to drink some wine from 1950. That's what this is about. It's like they missed the point of their own idea from the get-go.
I didn't take him not remembering graduating high school as the actual memory that wiped out later, because he kept going back, right? And they kept showing memory after memory. So I assumed he had sold some other memory later and forgotten what he had done. But like, again, that just makes the character ridiculously stupid that he would have sold that one.
Well, I was more referencing the thing where he's like, all of a sudden he doesn't know how to do any of the things that he supposedly knew how to do, right? It's like, I don't but it's like, that makes no sense. Like, you forgot every memory associated with that down to like the core. That's not what this was about.
No, because he remembered what high school he went to. He didn't
remember like other things for that job.
Yeah, I know, but he remembered the high school memory, which is what you're saying is the sort of spark that made him forget everything else. Like, he didn't remember anything in high school. So that, like, if they took any memory out like that, then the dominoes would fall. You know what I mean? Like, I think he sold some other memory later on. I don't know why we're quibbling about this. This is
I don't know either. The best part is when he's like, I want memories of the first time you've ever had sex with someone.
Yeah. Sold.
I kept thinking that the person that was buying all these memories, because they have a woman that's in the store that he passes, and I was like, oh, maybe she's someone from his past. And she wants to buy up all these memories, so she's depriving him. Like, she's maybe the first person he ever had sex with. Maybe he did something else that was really bad, and she wants to just punish him.
Something as a twist here in the Twilight Zone. Huh. Yeah, like an actual real world payoff of him losing a memory, other than like, you're not going to get that job.
Right.
This is very similar to The Card. Like, the stakes in this episode are similar, where it's like this one single person makes bad decisions and they don't live to tell about it, quote unquote. This guy lives, but what is this guy's life? He's like brain dead. I don't know what's like the way they leave him at the end of the episode is like he's like just completely like brain dead. He's just like saying
packed of memories.
Right.
Now he's got everyone's memories now.
Yeah. It's not
it debilitated
perfect.
him. I like the ending. I like that ending.
I was reminded of Johnny Mnemonic, because remember when Johnny had to like choose, I think he lost his 5th birthday because of the seepage from the memory implant. I was like, oh, that kind of works.
Somehow mentioning Johnny Mnemonic here makes Johnny Mnemonic much better than it even is, and it's still pretty good.
It's a great movie.
But associating it with this is just, oof. This is just, it's strange. Again, they have a germ of a good idea, and then they just fucking crash into the tarmac.
They do not know what to do with it.
No.
Yeah.
So, Chris, I don't want to play old man here, but I'm going to. The guy who was selling his memories, Simon Foster, he, in the 80s, was huge. He was part of Hill Street Blues.
Sure. Where
he played, what was it, Belker, right?
I think so, yeah.
The character was so popular that they even gave him probably a very short-lived spin-off, much like Fish.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But that character was fantastic, and he seemed to be on the precipice of just greatness, and you probably recognize him from so many roles that he did since then. Yeah.
And he won an Emmy.
Yeah.
For Hill Street Blues.
He was great in it.
He was.
He's okay here. He's not given much to do.
No.
I think that's probably the
I like the pawn shop guy a lot.
I like him too. He's one of Cronenberg's guys. I mean, here we are in Canada. We're going to get some good Canadian actors in here.
They get all of them.
Yeah. So he was in like Scanners and Dead Zone, and I'm not sure if he was in any more from Cronenberg, but he's got a great face. Yeah,
he does.
I think the other thing that really cracks me up, and Father Malone, we talked about this a lot on our other show that's now finished, Chronicles from the Crypt, about Tales from the Crypt. This episode is so set-bound. And then the flashbacks that they show, or the flash to the memories, it feels like it's taking place in the corner of a set somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
It really does. I mean, obviously the budget was showing for this entire season, but I did feel the same way while watching this one, but you could tell that the director was taking pains to light it in a way that it wouldn't come off that way, but there's just nothing you can do if you're going to have the whole set lit, there's only so many. And I did notice that, but overall I thought it was actually shot pretty well, this particular episode. It's just where the writing comes into play, which is the entire thing. And, it's one of these episodes, it wouldn't have felt out of place in the original series. This seems like a Rod Serling special, like two characters in a room with a device and then, just have the character keep coming back. And what was 1999? Everyone had television communications at that point, right? That was part of the production design of it. It was, for some reason, it was set in 99.
Yeah, that was odd.
A world like our own, but just a little further forward.
Because we start in the guy's apartment where it's clearly we're now in the future. It looks like every sort of cubicle housing thing that the future will portend. And then he steps outside and it's just like, oh, this is just Canada, right?
Yeah.
In 89, right?
Yeah. Oh, pretty much. Yeah, it's strange. I guess there's not a way to have set this story in 89 with a guy who's just doing back alley memory stuff.
Yeah, I know, but they could have just said I've read about this sort of thing in the underground. Like, who cares? Like the actual technology makes as much sense now in 2021 as it did then. Like, nobody's figuring that shit out anytime soon.
No, it's one of these episodes where, once again, all I want is for the show to have the writing down pat. Everything else seems to be kind of there for the most part. And man, the writing is just...
Straczynski is floundering.
Yeah. I really quick wanted to correct myself. Apparently, I was having a Mandela effect there. It wasn't Belker who got his own show. It was Bunce. It was Dennis Franz who had a spinoff from...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Didn't he? He
did. I thought Belker had the clout that he was going to get his own
seems like
show.
He would have, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about the next episode, The Wall.
Alexander McAndrews, former test pilot, with a paper trail of commendations and a closet full of broken records. A man for whom the unknown is to be faced, not feared, conquered, not surrendered to. Alexander McAndrews, who is about to face yet another unknown. But this one is unlike all the others, for this one burns at the very heart of the Twilight Zone.
So The Wall is directed by Adam McGoyan, written by J. Michael Straczynski. Once again, didn't fuck that name up. Oh. And it stars John Beck as Alexander McAndrews. What a terrible name for a character.
Very bad name.
Andrew McAndrews?
Yeah, Andy Anderson.
Yes. And Aaron Aronson.
Exactly. That's all I can think of. And it's kind of an episode about a Stargate. And Stargate go through the Stargate and there's life on the other side.
Right to it, yeah.
Yep, pretty much. And once you know it, the military wants to do something with that gate because why would
they want to bomb the shit out of all the people that are there? They just immediately they're like, oh, we can just bomb them all back to hell. And it's like, what?
Yeah,
what are
the
you
military.
doing? Yeah.
I thought what they were doing was they were going to put people on the other side of the portal because they didn't know where it went.
I mean, it sounded like they wanted to put weapons and stuff over there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
Right.
Oh, they could use it to teleport themselves to other places.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Once they understood the technology better. But you know what? I got to say, I'm so tired of the agrarian utopia. Go ahead and bomb that fucking thing.
How many times now, Father Malone? Tell us how many times now we've seen this shit on this show. Is this 3 or 4?
At least 3 times. And this might be the 4th.
There was the Scott Wilson episode, right?
Uh-huh.
And then there was there was like one other one other than that.
There's one where the guy like goes into the future and they can psychically heal people with their hands.
The Scott Wilson episode with the
That's the Scott Wilson one. There was one with a barrier between two worlds, and it looked like peaceful and agrarian over there. They're actually vampires.
What about the
show?
What about the what about the George Wendt episode? Does that count?
Yeah. I don't remember vampires in this, but okay.
I might be remembering an Outer Limits. Outer Limits.
So if we have at least 3, possibly 4, it's absolutely insane. What is
destroy that agrarian utopia already? Yeah. They don't know what they're doing. Those Luddite motherfuckers.
I'm a military man who wants to learn about love, and the only way I can do that is by working with the dirt under my fingernails.
Christ almighty. And was there an arc for our lead? Like, was he was just the craziest test pilot? No,
similar to the arc of one throwing garbage into a trash can.
That at least would have accomplished something, because what we got here was this guy who's just like, okay, and then like he hangs out for a little while and then he comes back. You know what? I wanted this to happen so badly at the end when he's now made his decision that he's going to go back and live with the agrarian society and protect them from the evil military. He smashes the machine that makes the thing after giving his little speech. I wanted the thing to wink off behind him and then he's stuck there with them like,
I would love that.
Here's how this works. You're given 10 seconds, okay? Anytime you destroy something in a movie, you're given 10 seconds to jump through it, run away. You've seen Harry Potter. That dagger goes through and kills Dobby for the same reason. It's so lazy.
Wait, Dobby dies?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Apparently so.
Hashtag don't spoil my Potter. Hashtag JK already did. You fucks. It's lazy. It's a lazy level of screenwriting that this show is employing at this point that I cannot understand.
I mean, when I describe the episode as, is there any more to it? Like,
no.
Other than military bad, farmers good. I
mean, pretty much.
What else was there?
The messaging is very sound. I'll say that much.
Adam Egoyan, who I like as a filmmaker.
Yeah.
He's
kind of uneven for me sometimes.
Wildly uneven, but like he's had some interesting stuff out there.
Yeah, well, Sweet Hereafter is
gorgeous movie,
and it'll tear your heart out.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, he can hit it, but I even like Exotica for all its weirdness. Not doing such a great job here. Like, talk about setbound. Like, this guy should have fucking known better. Like, and he only has like one sort of interior set, and the rest is the fucking bucolic whatever. The bucolic whatever didn't even look beautiful. It should have looked fucking gorgeous, right?
Right. Well, it looked like it had that sheen on it where it was just like overly lit and like It was almost like a dream sequence.
Very the way I like to describe it is like, imagine a Carpenter's album, like the cover. That's what it looks like. It's like washed out. It like reminds me of the 70s.
Yeah.
And that's what they're going for, like a more peaceful time.
From head to toe, they're going for the 70s here, silent running all the way.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then having
peaceful time.
Having John Beck as your lead, I'm just like, oh, it's James Caan's best friend from Rollerball. That's pretty much the only thing I know him.
That's what I know him from. Oh my God, Houston.
Exactly.
Fuck, I gotta watch that again. I love that fucking movie.
Yeah.
Never seen it, but it's probably better than this, right?
Oh, it's so much better.
So much better. And yeah, in that, the future is much more dystopian, and it's pretty great.
But it's also, it's not utopian, but it's somewhere in between, right? It's society still together. Like, it's not, but it's a better one than this agrarian bullshit.
It's like now, it's dystopian, but society's still together.
Yeah, exactly. For who knows how long.
Yeah, we're living in the rollerball times. We've
always been living in rollerball times, brother.
That's fair.
Ever since American Gladiators.
I don't know what would possess them to do this story again, but this is at least the second time that they've done something this close. Because that Scott Wilson episode is dangerously close to this one. Because that one is like they're coming back to Earth to find the life on Earth. And it's the same like shit about the military bad, agrarian good, or non-military good, whatever the stand-in is in that episode. I forget. I don't think they're agrarian. I think it's, I don't know who the fuck. They're all
some other bullshit.
Some other high-minded thing from the mid-'80s that people were into in the 70s. I mean, that's what it is.
Basically.
Trying to recapture
children of hippies writing screenplays. That's what this is.
Yeah, but there was was some wit to it. At one point, there was some bite. There was some edge to it. Shatterday, wordplay.
Oh, what, you're talking about the Twilight Zone, new Twilight Zone as a whole? Yeah, of course, but it ain't here now. Not with this guy. I'm sorry.
Not in Canada.
Not in Canada. Not a. I
don't blame the Canadian people for this. This is
no.
I do.
I don't.
You know what? In that the first episode, the mind of Simon Cowling. At one, there's the scene where he's finally reached his destitute moment where he makes himself some soup and a cockroach drops into it. Like he bent over to put the soup in, and the boom mic swung into frame and then went back out. So in fact, I do blame the Canadians.
Got him. Father Malone's got your number, Canadian Film Board. Not getting invited to TIFF anytime soon, I don't think.
Damn it.
It's, you know what's strange about this show, like Tales from the Crypt, is that season change at the end of the final season of the show. It changes venue completely. And it's weird because it would almost be better just to not have done that.
Oh. You think?
I don't think. It's not a matter of thinking.
We're quite certain. Yeah, this is all a money grab from CBS television at this point. Like, it's just whatever is available, put it on the air.
Yeah.
And I can't even say it tarnished. That first season, maybe first two, are so fucking good at this show that like I can't allow this to drag that down.
Go watch the Scott Wilson one. If you watch the Scott Wilson one, you've already seen this one, essentially.
Yeah, don't watch this one.
Yeah. So on the next episode, we're going to be talking about the 24th and 25th episodes of the third season. We're nearing the end here. We're going to be talking about Cat and Mouse and Rendezvous in a Dark Place. One of those has Janet Leigh in them. The other one's about a horny cat.
Yes.
Literally. Until then, where can people find you, Father Malone?
Check me out over at fathermalone.com. That's got links to all of the dumb stuff I'm involved in, but you can... does have a link to my podcast, Dark Destinations. It's a half-hour radio drama I write and produce. That's over at fathermalone.com.
What about you, Mike? Where can people find you?
You can always find me over at the Projection Booth Podcast, which is available at projectionboothpodcast.com.
And you can find me at cstachiw.com, cstachiw.com. That's my link tree for all the stuff I work on. So there you go. Big thanks, as always, to Roxy Drive and Neutron Dreams for the music for the show, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
The audio commentary. It's a dying art form, but here at One Track Mind, I, your wonky yet affable host, Ryan Luis Rodriguez, analyze film through the prism of these embryonic forms of podcasting, one audio commentary at a time. Masterpieces, crapster pieces, live action, animation, cult classics, films literally no one has ever heard of. No track is too small, and no track is too big. Join me and my guests from the entertainment world as we keep these features alive every other Tuesday. Hey, who else is going to discuss Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey one week and Citizen Kane the next? Us, that's who. Sure, you have to put up with my voice, but there's a certain give and take in this industry. That's One Track Mind, part of the Someone's Favorite Productions family and available wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you a film fan who loves the ultimate home video experience? Look no further than The Disconnected. Your host, Ryan Verrill, is your go-to source for the latest and most accurate information on home video releases, exclusive interviews with industry insiders and filmmakers, and has established a thriving community where every film and physical media enthusiast feels welcome. From hidden gems to blockbuster hits, The Disconnected brings you insider knowledge and a welcoming space to share your love of cinema. Watch every Thursday night at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific for the live announcements show, and follow The Disconnected on social media to stay updated. Subscribe to The Disconnected on YouTube or on the podcast provider of your choice, and dive into a world where every movie night is an adventure.